Hey guys, Infidel1258 here. Today we're going to get back into another frequently asked questions video, which means we're going to hit 3 different comments from 3 different videos and see what you're curious about. I have been meaning to do this for the last few days, but there's just been different things on my mind, man. I did a live the other day with some members, and we talked about a number of things, one of which I'm releasing a short on. You'll see it by now if you're watching this video. Please go watch this short. I think it's an important idea. I think for promo cards or new mini-series cards following Rebellion, there could be really cool ways to synergize them with existing multi-element summoners. And if we just go check out the it's a 1 minute short, go watch it. I'm going to link it right here. It would be a card you can click on. Check it out. Okay. So yeah, let's check out the comment section. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I haven't pre-audited this to get myself ready. So let's find out together. Let's rip through a few smaller ones too as we go. Those ones are, if we don't stop on it for 5 or 10 minutes, it doesn't count. Asmon Gold, thank you for your constant communication and comments. Appreciate you, brother. I enjoy watching these. To the point. I love it. Yeah. Anyways. Bananas, you too, brother. Always with the support and the encouragement and the comments. Not always in agreement with where my head's at, but I don't care. I love that that constant support. Let's see what you got to say. This was on a spending 1 million Glint reward video. And let's see. Banana says, I made the mistake of buying 3 ultimate chests with my end of season rewards, 30 ultimate chests. That wasted a good percentage of it, and I didn't get anything good out of them. I spent the rest of my end of season glint all on epic videos. Sorry, epics. Good for you. At least for the epic part. And then he finishes by saying, now I'm taking a season off because I'm not buying a wild pass if vouchers isn't an option. If I have enough DC to buy one next season, I might. I'll play some modern battles this season, but probably not many. Only if I feel like it. I understand. I want to say 2 things to you, Bananas. I guess, let me focus on the 2 things first. The first is, I understand your apprehension and frustration and even like almost like just militant refusal to participate in the structures and systems of the game that you don't appreciate. That's one of the ways we vote, by the way. Like we vote with SPS in the governance structure of Splinterlands to drive certain choices, development directions, etc. Another way we vote is with our participation. I get it and I respect it. But it's one thing to say these things, and then it's another thing to follow through with them on, like, meaning not actually unlock your cards. Or meaning actually to not, pay for the permapass just because it's no longer essentially in DC you don't feel it's worth it or it's fair or it's good or whatever the case may be, whatever your logic is there. You don't really unpack why. You just say if it's not available in vouchers, I'm not buying it. So I'm saying I respect your, I think, very strong opinions around how you're going to step in and be forced or not forced to contribute money toward the economics of the game. You seem really clearly, you've got this line in the sand. I will not cross it. I'm not going to pay more than I see fit or more than extra. Meaning, I bet you're okay with, I know you bought cards, I know you bought SPS, but you're not willing to just get nickel and dimed. And I get it. And yet I disagree with your position. You know that. The second more important thing that I want to talk about that I see you saying in here is, where is it? If I have enough DEC to buy one next season, I might. I'll play modern battles this season, but probably not many. Only when I feel like it. So, I guess the direction I wanted to finish with there is this. I'm having so much fun playing modern. And I'm really surprised to see people prefer wild. Now I actually forget if you use if you use bots to play in wild. If it's a time thing, I get it. But if you've got the time, it's fun, man. It's fun to play. I'm playing every day. I still pay my bot because I can't play enough, which is annoying. And I'm almost trying to convince myself I need to just figure it out and kill the bot, quit the bot, because they take a slice of my SPS, and I'd rather not give away any of that. And frankly, they don't do so hot, and like they do. The Xbot is amazing. It wins most of my matches, I think, but you know, at the beginning of the season we struggle, but even still, you know, I'm probably 500 there, maybe better than 500 over the last 20 matches. So it's not a caliber thing or a quality thing. My point I'm making is, you know, the returns are just, it doesn't matter. Like, I mean, Wild just doesn't compare to Modern. This is a win in Champ 3, and I got 4.4 SPS and 1,000 Glint, and I think 20% of that SPS has to go to Xbot, if I recall correctly, at least 10. And I can earn 4. These are Modern gold matches. I won this yesterday. Let's see what happened. 2,320 is my rank in this win, and I won 7.3 SPS. So I'm saying, even at gold, you can really unlock some serious SPS returns, double what you could in Champ. This is where the rewards are, man. I know the Glint is smaller. It's half the Glint, and people want that Glint. I want that Glint, but you get the human to human satisfying battle. You get a reduced card deck, which can be, maybe it's frustrating if you've bought some of the amazing old cards, but I think it's interesting and powerful that you can unlock this sort of SPS return for relatively low card investment. Meaning, Chaos deck is dirt cheap. A max Chaos deck might be $500-600, and I'm not saying you should go and buy it. I'm just saying, you know, it's not a lot of money to get double the SPS. I'm paid. I've got $15,000 worth of cards, and I still only get 4 SPS per win in Wild. So I'll leave it there. I guess I would just, you know, I hope you. Last thought for Bananas. I think you get this, but I'm going to say it. I've said this so many times. I'm going to say it one more time. The people who are going to do the greatest out of a blockchain-based video game like Splinterlands are going to be the ones who enjoy the process and who understand that the rewards are not days, weeks, months, but that they're across a meaningful amount of time. They can multiply not just in quantity, but in price point. And so you can have this retroactive raise after a long period of time, when you might say 4 SPS or 7 SPS is inconsequential because it's only a penny or half a penny or whatever. Yeah. But then if you just stack them and stack them and stack them, at some point, if it reaches 5 cents, 10 cents, 20 cents, $1 per SPS, you get that retroactive raise. I think you already are on board with all that, Bananas. I guess I'm speaking not just to you, but to anyone who might be hearing and feeling what you're feeling. And yeah, thanks a lot for the comment. I appreciate you. Let's get some others. Oh, shout out to Gathering the Magic. Check out his channel, Gathering the Magic 1984 on YouTube. For my low account, which play in bronze, just getting one of each epic is my goal. I don't see those cards played at that level. Those will set my deck apart. Uploaded my strategy going forward for all 3 accounts. Amazing. I got to check that out. Seriously, guys, well, check out his channel, subscribe. Amazing, amazing content. This is interesting. Vivovsky wrote the small comment, but this is interesting to me. Okay, so 3 things. I did a video recently talking about Tails says Splinterlands will fail. And I want to speak to that a little bit, because a couple things. One, I will try to set up something where this coming week I can sit down hopefully with Tails and hear his side. He dropped a comment on that video and said my thumbnail was clickbait, and you know, and it is a little clickbaity, but his tone within the comment, if you heard the comment, was dark. So point number 1 on this Vivovsky comment, that was a spicy little video. I'm trying to have a conversation with Tails because I want to give him the respect and the space to push back on, you know, if I was unfair in any way as I analyzed his comment in that video. Point number 2, Vivovsky talks about Bulldog, who's selling all his assets. And I saw it on X. Here we go. Selling my Splinterlands assets has been hard. I hate not having them. Owning every modern card in the game has been fun to play with, but I'm not willing to carry 5 figures with the risk in the card game anymore. It's just not how It's just not how I want to my value to be tied up at this time. I have no plans on leaving the game, but I will be doing a lot of renting instead of owning moving forward. So the commenter Vivovsky said that Bulldog was selling all his assets. Apparently not. Selling a large amount of his assets? Maybe. I don't know the story. I don't know Bulldog. I did drop a comment on here. I don't know if he got back to me. I dropped him a comment and said, like, is there a video that I can see that would inform me more about this? I guess my point in bringing this up is because Vivovsky mentioned he thought Bulldog was selling. He's not selling, and neither is Tails. Let's be clear. Tails, even though I said Tails says it will fail, and I think his comment implied will fail, he believes in this game. He's excited for what Splinterlands might be. But he has his concerns, and I think Bulldog is probably in that same boat. He has some concerns about what, whether it's where we are today or where we might go tomorrow. And actually, in one more follow-up comment that I saw, because I read some of the comments, I won't probably be able to find it. Here it is. I think this is it. Blockchain cards. Yeah, here we go. Blockchain cards. Very worst time to sell, but something may be better than nothing. And then Bulldog 1205. How many times before have we said it's the worst time to sell? Remember when we thought it was crazy that SPS was sub 10 cents? And there's other commenters that kind of have brought the same question to him, saying like, why now? Like, think about it. Like, this is not the best time. And, he's thought before that there's the big successes, the big gains are just around the corner, and you never know. And so maybe I'll finish that one comment by saying what I've said before, which is that while it can be, let's say, concerning if major voices just are leaving the game, I think in both Tails and Bulldog's position, we are not seeing them leaving the game. In fact, Bulldog explicitly said, I will not be quitting playing the game. He said, but I can't have 5 figures worth of assets in a video game, which is fair, man. And then Tails has said something similar to me privately, as well as in my comment section on that video. And so no one's really quit. None of these guys anyways are really quitting. And yet I think they're just looking at prudence, and they're asking, when are those green? We don't know. And, life happens and whatnot. So the final piece I want to lay there for those who haven't heard before is this. When we look at something like that, we might be concerned that a guy like Bulldog sells assets, but you actually need to recognize it as a beautiful indication and maybe an underscore on the reality of why blockchain-based video games are special. Why are they special? Because you actually own your assets. You own them, you receive reward for your time and attention, and then you can do something with that reward. You can keep it, own it, use it, rent it out, sell it. All of that freedom is unique. That monetization opportunity is unique. That's why a blockchain-based video game is meaningful and potentially revolutionary and, in my opinion, exciting. And so it is not, while it can be frustrating or disappointing when others sell, or maybe when too many people sell, it's special and noteworthy and important that they can sell. And so let's leave it there. But just Vivovsky, he's not selling everything. So maybe, I don't think you are necessarily say that, but just FYI. Okay, one more comment. FBI Alex. Okay, criticizing card design. This was criticizing card design. What was this video? Oh, this was a good video chat with me and my friend, and we talk about King Arminius. We talk about Splinterlands card design and maybe some overlooked opportunities, one of which is featured in the short that I'm releasing tonight. So check it out. And just quick little note to Alex, I have tidied things up, I think, as you can see in the video right now, but we're still working on it. And to anybody who's curious about maybe the change in background, I mean, we have a brand new addition to our home. We adopted a little 4-year-old boy, and we're still figuring out what works. Like, I mean, schedule, like, you know, the space, you know, if I wait, will I wake him up or keep him up if I operate in my old office? Or, well, actually my old office is now his bedroom. So that was move number one. And then into my bedroom is right beside his bedroom. And so you can imagine that would cause problems. And then room number 3 is this space. And while this is functional, it's not ideal, because that right there is living space. That's my dining area. That's my kitchen. And the kids play in the backyard right over there. And you know, right in front of me, right over here is our front yard. So we get, you know, traffic, or the kids are playing, or whatever the case may be. So nothing's ideal. But I mean, guys, unless I become a full-time YouTuber because you guys help that happen, or, you know, we see crazy growth within Splinterlands, you know, the reality is I'm a man who loves this game and who does this sort of content for personal joy. There is some money in it. Is by no means enough to even, you know, keep me in Splinterlands. It's just a little bit of, like, you know, it's a little bit of it's something for sure. But by no means is it enough to sort of pay for an office or some sort of space that might be what FBI Alex is looking for. Regardless, thanks for the comment, pal. Appreciate you. And we'll get one more. Oh, you know what? A little more spice from Alex on the same video. Let's get this one. Jangles can't even, because I featured my conversation around my critiques towards the card design for Rebellion reward cards starts from a place of having heard the People's Guild talk about their feedback around the Soulbound reward cards, the new ones, and how they don't synergize with the Rebellion cards, and how that is a missed opportunity from a sales or a marketing standpoint. I think they're right. Let's see what FBI Alex says. Jangles can't even figure out the Olivia counter, and we are supposed to listen to him when he talks about card synergy. Makes no sense to me. Okay. And then he goes on to say, edit. He even talks about how Death gets no love, but Death has crazy good synergy cards in the new reward deck. My guy Jangles needs to stick to interviews, not trying to dictate card design. Well, I don't know if there's actually all that much I want to comment on there. There are some things, but it's not as big as I would have thought it would have been. Okay. Well, I mean, first and foremost, I think Olivia is powerful. I think you, like me, believe Olivia can herself be resolved. You need to approach your opponent if they play Olivia in a certain way that will allow that to be resolved. And if you fail to do a card like that and she's allowed to stick around for 20 rounds, that mimic is going to be a problem. And you're saying just deal with it before then, and you'll have that victory. I agree with you. We're on the same page there. You seem to be going a step further and making it seem as if Olivia is no good, or you seem to be implying that. And Olivia's good, man. For sure, she's good. She's great. Those epics are amazing. Period. Full stop. Amazing. So, and then I think on that topic, with respect to People's Guild, they're having a conversation with, a special guest, and they're doing their best to explore this budding topic. It's relatively new. These epics are new. So, Alex, you're often a bit salty, and, you're poking your fun, and that's okay. But I do think, I respect what People's Guild is doing, man. And the conversation was it was on point. And I think there was a good reason to have that conversation with Olivia, but then with the broader card design, because you don't address the concern that they primarily raise, which I summarized here in this video. Again, if the Rebellion reward cards don't synergize with the Rebellion cards, there's less incentive to buy Rebellion cards. That's their main point. And I don't see you addressing that at all. And I in fact agree that was a failure, was a missed opportunity. And if they can get that right with the mini series, the mini set, if we actually see a mini set, it would be better. And so maybe I'll leave it there, because you seem to just be maybe poking fun at People's Guild, and I love those guys. So I'll leave it there. But guys, you're amazing. Thank you so much for your comments. Even you, Alex. Seriously, I appreciate you, brother. And I hope you have an amazing day. God bless, guys. Bye for now.